How's it going, and welcome to Flick of Things. My name is Daniel, and I'm going to be doing a review of the Super Mario Brothers movie. So yeah, this movie was on my radar. It was definitely a movie I was looking forward to. I legit just seen it yesterday though, because a lot of things happened. I mean, a lot. Getting sick, getting COVID, then my kids getting sick, and all that stuff. So it was just. I didn't get a chance to see it in opening night, which I wanted to see. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on the movie and everything that's going on with the movie. There's how it's doing great in the theaters, and also there's, I don't know, there's some like rumblings like, how the critics are giving it a bad score, but audiences are giving it a great score. I'll touch on that as well. I was really hoping this movie would be great, but unfortunately it wasn't. It's pretty much a book by book numbers as far as an Illumination type of movie. It's pretty basic. It's something that kids will definitely love. Okay, so let me just give you a background as far as this isn't just someone's like, oh, who doesn't like, because I know a lot of people, there's been actually a lot of debate online where a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's great, and then people are saying it's not great, and then people are accusing other people like, oh, you just don't understand the lore, or you're not a Mario fan, that's why you don't get it, that's why you think it sucks. But from my personal experience, I have a lot of knowledge and experience with the Mario games. I played 1, 2, and 3, and I played Super Mario World, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Galaxy 2, the new Super Mario's Wii, whatever it's called. Super Mario Odyssey, the Super Smash Brothers games, all that stuff. So Donkey Kong, you and that too. So I have pretty good, knowledge, and I understand the lore. So coming into this movie, I want it to be great. Also, like, I want to, do a lot of fan service, but I also wanted it to be great. But unfortunately, they got one thing right, but they didn't get the other thing right, which is tons of fan service. I mean, from all kinds of games, from the original Mario to all the way Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Odyssey, and all that stuff, even Super Mario Galaxy. For me, that can only take you so far. As far as the story, it's pretty basic. It's a beat by beat Illumination type of film. Great visuals, but lacking in story. A lot of scenes felt rushed. One thing I was really disappointed with was the Mario Kart race. It was just kind of thrown together. It wasn't. It didn't feel like it was like high stakes. I wish it would have been like something like, oh, they're actually legit doing a race, and that there was, some repercussions if someone wins or loses. It just kind of happens. They're like, I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but basically it's like you go from one scene, it's like, oh shoot, they're like on in cars, the next thing you know, they're on Rainbow Road. I mean, they don't really do any explanation of why they're in Rainbow Road or anything like that. It just kind of appears, and it's kind of like, okay. And there was like a couple bits in there that were cool, but other than that, it was just like lackluster. I was just like, well, that was very disappointing, because I was looking forward to that. Especially when I saw the trailers and stuff, like I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool. The way they did the trailer made it look awesome. It just, I don't know, a lot of the stuff just fell flat. Like I said, fan service can only take you so far. Some people will eat it up. Like, I know a lot of people, even Nintendo fans, are gonna just be like, they're gonna be suckers for it and think it's gonna be an amazing movie, which I personally don't think it is. I think it just barely does the bare minimum as far as story wise. Like I said, it's just tons of fan service, but that's it, and it's very disappointing, because I really really want to enjoy this movie. I really want it to be a great animated movie, but unfortunately it wasn't. One standout I would say is Jack Black as Bowser. I thought he was pretty funny. He had some funny moments. I thought his voice acting was great. Chris Pratt, his voice acting was fine. Anna Taylor-Joy, her acting was fine. And I thought Charlie Day was okay as Luigi. They didn't really stand out. I mean, they did fine, but they didn't really stand out. The other one who stand out was basically Jack Black as Bowser. Like I said, the voice acting was fine. It's just like, and I can't really like blame them, because they're only given so much to do in the movie. So I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they would have done a lot better with a better story. But like I said, they're fine. They're not terrible. It's not like, oh man, like this is a bad casting, for voice acting. No, it's fine. It's just like they didn't have much to do with the lines they were given. There is one catchy song Bowser does. Like I said, Jack Black is pretty funny in this, and this is one song that he sings that's pretty funny and catchy. You know, even after the movie, I had it playing in my head. But yeah, there's just really not much to like say about this movie. I can't really like get into details and dissect the story or anything because there's really not much there. It's pretty basic. It's like a bare bones Illumination type of movie, you know, where kids will definitely love, but I feel for adults and people who are genuine like Mario fans, but like, you know, want to see more than just fan service, who want to see an actual good movie. And if you're in that ballpark like me, unfortunately, you're going to be disappointed. The way I look at it is like, okay, will I see this movie again? And the answer is probably not, as far as like me wanting to see it. But I'm pretty sure my kids will love it. Like if I play it for my kids, I'm pretty sure they'll love it. Other than that, I just don't see myself seeing it again. Now there is some controversy evolving around the film. You know, you got the critics who are just bashing it. Like I don't, me personally, I don't think it's a terrible movie. I just, like I said, it's just a bare bones movie that it's passable. But audience seem to love it. I mean, there's like as far as like word of mouth, people seem to love it, and that's awesome. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing another Super Mario movie. Hopefully it's better. I wouldn't mind seeing any other movies, like a Super Smash Brothers movie. That would be pretty awesome. And then another controversy is like, you know, people, of course, when you get into Hollywood, you start getting into identity politics and, you know, the woke and anti-woke. Is this movie anti-woke? No. Is it woke? No. But I do feel like there's some certain choices that were done to basically appease a certain crowd. Like basically, you know, everyone knows the typical Mario story when you play a game. Peach gets captured by Bowser and then you pretty much have to save her, which they didn't do that in this movie. It's Luigi who gets captured and you're trying to save him instead. Now I would be like totally okay with that if like it actually made more sense and it like served a better purpose, like a better story. But like, oh yeah, this way is better, but it really didn't. It's basically, they basically swapped it. For one reason I feel is just because they didn't want to have a girl, you know, like a damsel in distress. So they wanted to have a strong female, which is okay. Like she doesn't like Peach. I mean, she's like OP'd in this movie, but she doesn't like, you know, belittle anyone, which is good. She doesn't belittle the male characters and like that. You know, it is woke in that sense, but it's not like annoying where it's preachy, where it's like, oh my god, here we go again. Like I said, it's whatever. It's not like preachy or anything like that. It doesn't take away from the movie. It doesn't really add anything from the movie. So yeah, like those are my thoughts on the movie. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but like that's just how I feel about this movie. It's just bare bones, fine movie. I wish it could have been better. I was a little bit let down, disappointed, but overall it's an okay movie. If you're in it for just fan service, you're gonna love this movie. You're gonna be like, this movie is awesome. But if you want that fan service but you also want a good story, then you're gonna be very disappointed. So in saying that, I'm gonna give this movie a score. I'm gonna slap a score on it. I'm gonna give this movie 2.5 out of 5 Lumas. Like I said, fine movie, whatever. It is what it is. Oh wow. Hopefully the next one's good, because this movie is making a ton of money, so there's obviously, you know, the studio's not, you know, Universal's not going to let that money or the opportunity to pass up, so they're definitely going to make more of these. So I'm hoping the next one's good or great. You know, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not one of those movies like, oh man, this movie's not that good, so I hope it's gonna do terrible at the box office. No. One, the box office needs it because the box office is struggling right now. A lot of movies are not doing that good. And two, we get another Super Mario movie, and who doesn't want that? Yeah, so hopefully the next one's good. So anyways, in saying that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.